He's back. He's back!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Railway Shed. Sorry it's been such a while, as I've had my surgery now, and I'm currently in a cast in my foot. I won't be able to get down the shed to do any modelling. But for now, this will be my temporary setup to review things that I've bought and gotten. Today we'll be taking a look at this job lot of vintage Hornby trains that my granddad recently got me for about £30 on eBay. The box of this is absolutely massive and there's a big collection, so I'll just be going over today what was inside it and any potential future plans for it. In terms of locomotives, we've got 5. We've got a Wren L1, a Hornby 0002, N2, a Triang Princess Elizabeth, which is very damaged, a Triang Nelly, as well as behind that, a very damaged Triang Ginty. Now let's take a closer look at these engines. This is the Wren L1. It's missing a buffer and has a coupling system I'm not familiar to. It's got quite a few scratches, and you can see the British Railways logo has been scraped off. However, still has its number intact. It's a bit better on this side, however. It still has its safety valve, separately moulded details, and items attached. Sadly, I can't test as of now if any of these run, but I will do as soon as possible. I have a running session with the engines I get in this time when I eventually build my new layout. Next is the Hornby 00 M2, which I'd probably say is the favourite engine that I got out of this little lot. It's tin plated, well not tin, it's die cast metal. It's got the late British Railway logo on it and is numbered 69550. And has a sticker on the back. There we go. It also has a new coupling system, however there are a lot of wagons and coaches also in this lot, so I should have rolling stock for it now. Yet again, I can't test if it runs. However, I do think may need some minor repairs, as the screw's missing for the motor, or the top plate, as well as one of the contacts being sprung outwards. Other than that, personally I don't see any reason why it shouldn't run. It's a rather heavy thing. Oh. It's a rather heavy thing, being fully made of metal and very little plastic. Next up is this battered old Princess Elizabeth, which definitely won't run for a magnitude of reasons. Firstly, there are no wires or anything in the chassis to power anything. It still has its motor fitted though. Let me just remove the tender. As you can see, one of its valve gear joints is missing. If we take a look from the front, we can see that half the buffer beam has snapped off and it's also missing the front buffer. And if we spin it round again, we can see how the cab has been cracked inwards, as well as it missing its entire valve motion, as well as its central wheel. So I don't believe this will run. I might be able to use the motor for something, but other than that, this will probably just remain static. Let's next take a look at this Triang Ginty, numbered 47606, I believe. You can see its rear end is crushed in. This one's definitely been left out in the sun to sort of warp the body. It's definitely very dirty as well. And it only has one of its safety valves fitted. Also only has one buffer. You can see the slope in the running board. Luckily, however, I have 2 more of these Triang Ginties, and hopefully the chassis of this one runs, so I can put another body on it and have an operational one. Last but definitely not least is the Triang Nelly. This one is probably in the best condition cosmetically, as it has all its buffers and all its fittings, though they're quite bent. However, I don't believe it will run, as it's missing a clip or any insulation. I don't really know the mechanics too well, but yeah, it's missing that, as well as its motor being quite dirty. However, I might be able to get this repaired, and I might repaint the body into a different livery, just something a bit more unique. Next, we'll take a look at some of the wagons and rolling stock that I got in this bundle. First up is this Triang Northeastern 7-plank wagon, which has all but one of its buffers missing, and the old metal couplings. This one's probably in the best condition and cleanest out of a lot of wagons, and I definitely can run this behind the Triang 08 I have, with a small rake of trucks. Next up is this Great Western van, which is also in pretty good condition, bar the roof missing. It also has the older couplings, so I can run this behind the Triang 08 as well. I should be able to fashion a roof somehow for it. And just a small update, while looking through the box I found a roof that fits it, so that's cool. It's a bit warped, but it'll do the job. Next up is the more modern Fish van, which has one of its couplings and I believe all its buffers, but it's also missing a roof, so might be able to fit another coupling and a roof to this. Next up is a red and weathered Northeastern 7-planker, which is the same as one I got from the White Webs model railway show, but this one's a lot more damaged, of course. Runs alright, however it has large holes missing, so I might be able to fashion something out of card or something along those lines to fix it up. This is one of the Hornby Dublo mineral wagons that came with it. It has the same coupling system as the N2. It's quite freewheeling as well. I believe this, as long with the towed brake van and another 7-planker that were out of this, came out of the train set originally. So yeah. Here's that consist I talk about. We've got the N2, the mineral wagon. We'll take a look at these other 2 wagons, if it will focus. apparently it doesn't like to focus today. But, this is a United Glass 7 plank wagon, which came out of it. This one's also rather damaged, having a big chunk missing. And then, of course, at the end of the train we've got a towed brake van, which tyre back end is missing. So, if this did come as a set or a train pack or whatever, please let me know. And last is this Northeastern 20-ton van. I've got quite a few of these now, but you know, nice to have regardless. And it rolls rather freewheeling. Originally though, it came with just a chassis, and in the box I found another spare chassis as well, so I suppose if I ever needed one, I have one, but I think there might be something wrong with the wheel. However, this isn't the only rolling stock, as there was also a selection of coaches. We've got these 3, I believe, Triang shrunk down Mark 1s, which are all warped in the middle, and you can see that one's roof being very warped. I don't think I'll probably be able to do very much with these, but you know, might look good on the siding or something on the new layout. So yeah. Here's the only other coach that was in it. It's a British Railways Mark 1, I believe, by Triang, that originally might have came in the same set as the Princess Elizabeth. All good's about it until you realise that one of the axles has been snapped off. So that's fun. It does, however, wheel like this, so you know, might also look good in a siding. As well as in this package, we also got some railway sort of infrastructure and buildings. This is like a full metal sort of station, which looks like it's been lined in like felt tip or fine black paint. But other than that, it's just pure metal. We've also got a signal box, some smaller line side huts, a signal, as well as a rather nice Triang crossing bridge, which was complete in the set. There's not too much left of interest to me within the box. There's a lot of old sort of broken Scalextrics, old plastic buildings that are all crumbling, and a lot of old track for quite a few eras, Triang, Hornby Double-O, etc. Which you never know, one day I might be able to make a layout of. Don't know what these are though, these weird sort of pneumatic pump tubes, so if anyone knows, let me know. So yeah, that's a look into what is in that box. I think my granddad only paid about £30 for all of it. So definitely a good deal if I can fix these up and make them work again. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to get back down the shed, but sadly because of my cast I can't. But yeah, I should have more reviews on the way of some engines I bought with some birthday money. As well as, if you want, reviews of these engines. So let me know below if you want to see those. I don't really know how I do that, there's not very much more to add. But yeah, I might have some more videos coming soon. But for now, thanks for watching.